Lectures on Faith, Lecture 4, Verse 7. Let us here observe that a religion that does not require the sacrifice of all things never has power sufficient to produce the faith necessary unto life and salvation. For, from the first existence of man, the faith necessary unto the enjoyment of life and salvation never could be obtained without the sacrifice of all earthly things. It was through this sacrifice, and this only, that God has ordained that men should enjoy eternal life. And it is through the medium of the sacrifice of all earthly things that men do actually know that they are doing the things that are well-pleasing in the sight of God. When a man has offered in sacrifice all that he has for the truth's sake, not even withholding his life, and believing before God that he has been called to make this sacrifice because he seeks to do his will, he does know, most assuredly, that God does and will accept his sacrifice and offering, and that he has not, nor will not, seek his face in vain. Under these circumstances, then, he can obtain the faith necessary for him to lay hold on eternal life. Brief commentary. This is one of the most famous and remembered verses in the Lectures on Faith. This pertains to actually making a sacrifice. In the current LDS temple ceremonies, you make a covenant to sacrifice. To sacrifice, meaning you will do it at some time in the future, or you may do it or you may not do it. This verse is explaining to us that we have to do it, that if you do not sacrifice everything, all earthly things is what this verse says, then you're never going to produce the faith necessary to receive eternal life. This is something that must be done in this life while here on earth. Giving up everything you have for the truth is one of the requirements in order to know God. And that will be different for every person. Every person will be required to do something different. It won't be the same. The sacrifice that Abraham had to make of his son Isaac is different than the sacrifice that you have to make here and now. But one thing is sure, is that it happens in degrees. It happens slowly, over time. It does not happen quickly, and it does not happen in an instant. You will know that whatever you are called or asked to sacrifice, that it will be for God and for the purposes of God, and nothing on this earth can persuade you otherwise. This is something that is between you and God alone. Only you will know what you need to sacrifice in order to know God. Obviously, you need to be willing to sacrifice everything. But what you must sacrifice is your time and your energy in getting to know God by spending time in the Scriptures, spending time in meditation, spending time in prayer, spending time doing what He would have you do, taking those things that you learn in Scriptures and applying them to your life. Not all at once, but slowly over time until you, at one day, arrive to become like Him. For example, you learn that you must love others as you love yourself. This is throughout all of Scriptures. In order to love others, you have to go serve them. You have to go do things for them, not just think good thoughts about them. So if a neighbor needs help moving a box, you go and help your neighbor. If you see a need, then you go fill that need. If you see someone who is in need, perhaps a beggar on the street, you will go give them of your substance if you have. Because if you have and another is in need, if you are like Christ, you will give to that person in need. Well, that's it for my brief commentary. I hope you've appreciated this. Please subscribe to the channel and watch the rest of the videos. Thanks.